I love thinking about where media is going. To me, virtual worlds are infinite real estate to be monetized, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
If anyone's seen the movie or read the book Ready Player One, my favorite scene is we can fill the user screen with up to 90% of ads before they go into convulsions. That's not my personal philosophy, but it touches on a forward-looking point. Like you said, Minority Report, these virtual worlds are infinite.
Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Welcome to another episode of Business Ninjas. I'm here today with Adam Parikh, CEO at Gigawatt Media. Adam, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Appreciate you spending some time with us on Business Ninjas. Please tell us a bit about yourself and about Gigawatt Media.
Adam Parikh. Gigawatt Media is based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been a local here all my life, and also have had a career in digital marketing and e-commerce since around the year 2000. Went to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. That prepared me very well for that field with an undergraduate in business and marketing, and then a master's in e-commerce. And I actually eventually went on to teach internet marketing on the graduate and graduate level at that school as well. So I have a lot of love for that institution. And we at Gigawatt Media, we specialize in paid media buying. So we're the folks where you call when you want to get commercials on CTV and OTT platforms, if you want to run an effective Spotify campaign, or even dig down into the basics and do things like Google Ads.
Excellent. Hey, that's a great way to give back to your alma mater and think of the changes you've seen in digital marketing in 25 years. I mean, what you are doing now wasn't a glimmer in anybody's eye in the year 2000.
Absolutely not. It's changed a lot. When I went back to teach, the students were very big on social media. Everybody wanted to do social media, and that's absolutely a career path, but definitely let them know that things like Google and programmatic and email, you can make really good careers into.
Excellent. Well, what's the origin story of Gigawatt? When did you guys come to be?
Yeah, that's a great question. Gigawatt was just born out of my desire to run my own agency. I worked in-house roles and e-commerce teams, and other agencies, right? Agencies, you have a lot of clients, but I think I was uniquely set up in my in-house roles because I really found a niche in managing multiple brands, driving traffic to different websites with similar but different merchandise sets and promotions, having several internal stakeholders. So that was a very easy segue into agency life, obviously having multiple clients, multiple meetings. And then I really wanted to give it a shot myself. A number of my clients and colleagues said, you really should have your own agency. My business partner and wife has a great career in media, and we kind of just blended those things and launched planted our own flag.
Excellent. And any particular size company or verticals that you service at Gigawatt, or is it really anybody looking to advertise their product or service?
Yeah, we really jive well with medium to large businesses that, are looking to spend 50, 100,000 plus a month in paid media. That's where our expertise really comes through, especially when you're either trying to drive awareness at scale or trying to sell, a high volume of high ticket items. So some of the industries we serve are things like travel and hospitality, e-commerce, healthcare, higher education and things like events as well. So that kind of encapsulates what we're doing here.
For anybody watching who isn't familiar at a granular level about OTT, just sort of unpack a little bit about where we are in 2025 and how targeted campaigns can be.
Yeah, absolutely. CTV, OTT has come a long, long way in 5, 6, 7 years. So we're talking about your Hulus, your Apple TVs, things like that, as well as there's free streaming services baked into your Samsung, your Sony TVs. And by extension, your iPads, your phones all have these services as well. So being able to effectively place that media against your target market in the geos that you're looking for, and also understanding the programming and the types of apps that you're being placed on as well. So that's what I mean by CTV, the programmatic buying, the buying through uh, interfaces. It's almost like your Google ads for TV. They have really, really upended the way media, TV is bought and sold. So it's really put folks like us on the forefront of where TV transactions happen. There's still upfronts and web fronts and net fronts and all these things. They still try to schmooze the largest buyers, but there is still a pretty sizable amount of transactions done with buyers like us.
I guess the reality is that the ideas of Minority Report have truly come to pass. We are presenting something that you have been looking for, whether it's through Google or just talking about it. Here's an ad for you when you turn on your television in your living room. It is both convenient and frightening at the same time.
Absolutely. There's a great technology out there called cross device, and the major players have kind of a profile of users built out. So, absolutely, should you be searching for cars on your phone or things like that, they have the ability to connect your phone, your laptop, your tablet, and your CTV and TV devices as a profile for you. So you could be looking on one device and absolutely you turn on some sports. It's playoff season for basketball and hockey and the MLB is on now too. You're watching your game, you're watching other programming, and bam, there's the car, the dealership you were looking at, or the type of model that you're looking for. Those are high intent audiences when you're displaying that purchase behavior. So that it's an auction based system, and buyers and marketers will put a much higher value on getting that impression in front of you.
It's amazing. Other than, I mean, you're connecting people's search history and online behavior to laser focused targeted advertising.
Mhm.
What other problems are you solving for your clients other than that connective tissue?
Try to solve a number of business problems at once. So, absolutely trying to gain more prospects, try to gain more business, hiring. There can be hiring campaigns because some of these jobs are quite seasonal in travel and hospitality, so they need to staff up. Um, so, getting ads in front of colleges and high schools and people that may be more transient in the good sense, where you're trying to attract people to mountain states and things like that, Wyoming. Um, so try to do staffing. The medical industry, is always looking for good nurses and radiology techs. So yeah, you're trying to build that awareness, and it can be a competitive job market at times or just a real need. So that's an example of alternate types of business goals that we can work with.
Excellent, excellent. What differentiates Gigawatt from its competitors? What makes you guys stand out?
Absolutely. We really focus on paid media. We're not here to build your website or brand you, rebrand you. That's not to say the agency couldn't grow with that, but digital media is a multi-billion dollar industry and it moves really, really quickly. So we pride ourselves on education, having expert buyers, and having the process and tools in place to really effectively make these buys, not really just set it and forget it or say, oh, well, we actually are an email company, but yeah, I guess we'll put your ads on TV or work with some sort of intermediary that now you're just paying for an extra level of overhead just to get your ads where they need to go.
Gotcha. Correct me, but if I'm wrong, but I assume that COVID presented an incredible opportunity for your industry because the average consumer's screen time exploded. People were trapped at home, they were binging Netflix, etc., etc. And you had probably the most captive audience you had ever imagined having in front of you. Is that the case? Was it just an incredibly fertile time for Gigawatt?
Yeah, it was. It was a scary couple weeks because some of our clients really hit the brakes. Um, but the types of hospitality we service, we really specialize, not specialize, but we have a good book of business in outdoor hospitality, which are things like RV resorts and campsites. And we help our clients represent several hundred of those across the US and Canada. And that industry really boomed because of COVID, because that was a much more contained space where you could be in your camper, you could be in your tent. Uh, sure, the pool wasn't there, but as we know, like a lot of people kind of got outdoors. There's a lot of bicycle sales like that. So our budgets for those clients scaled appropriately just to really make their brands available to the folks that were out there RVing and camping.
Again, it had to present opportunities to you. I'm sure some of the smaller businesses you do business with had a hard
Yeah.
time sustaining
Y-
themselves or paying the
Yeah.
bills that we're talking about. But
Yeah.
on the whole, again, the audience was so rabid for such a period of time. It had to lean itself to what you do.
Yeah, and we really built out a fairly effective and proprietary way to roll out things like connected TV in in a digital media stack. You know, how do you combine connected TV with pre-roll, with display, and some of these other media formats and get that kind of mix right and roll that out efficiently. So yeah, that you're 100% correct where there were these media opportunities and people really wanted to businesses wanted to capitalize on them. So we found out a good way to really package those things, right? They know they wanted to do X, Y, and Z. So what's that mix look like? What's that media plan look like? So we could really deploy it uh, consistently and monitor it effectively across screens.
Gotcha. All right. Put on your marketing hat for a second.
Mhm.
Oh, what role has content played in the growth of Gigawatt Media?
It's really helped us legitimize ourselves, demonstrating what we're trying to do here and it's really a positioning thing for us. Um, we have redeveloped and redeployed our website and I've seen in past lives had great success by setting up evergreen content. Um, Obviously the content um, strategy has changed where you're rolling it out, rolling it out, rolling it out. But if you can really hit on a topic and some concepts early and get it out there, that can really stick even in a, AI world. If you can kind of be that source of truth, hit on some of these concepts early and speak about, write about them effectively and in a SEO friendly fashion, that content can really, get its way to very visible placements. You can't always guarantee page one if there will even be a page one in Google anymore, but just being a trusted source can be really, really helpful to your business.
Excellent. All right, I'm not asking you to give away any secret sauce, but what's next in this realm of tech and in delivery of ads?
Absolutely. I love thinking about where media is going. To me, virtual worlds are infinite real estate to be monetized, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
If anyone's seen the movie or read the book Ready Player One, my favorite scene is we can fill the user screen with up to 90% of ads before they they go into convulsions. Um, and that's not my personal philosophy, but it touches on a forward-looking point. Like you said, Minority Report, these virtual worlds are infinite, and it's almost like having your billboards. Obviously, you're not outside for real, but your characters interacting with the world, and in the world, there are billboards, and there's technology now and being developed that those ads can be customized to you. So it won't be you would get a brand that you're interested on a virtual billboard, and I would get a brand that I'm interested in a virtual billboard. So that is really, gaming already presents another multi-billion dollar advertising opportunity, but it's really yet to be tapped all the way with its customizability and advertisers willing to, everyday advertisers having access to some of that cutting edge tech.
But one of the most interesting means of delivering what you're talking about to me, my daughter and I watch various European soccer leagues, and you see it's the equivalent of a green screen running around the entire perimeter of the stadium. Every market is seeing different content because, that's a Spanish game, a German league, a British league, but I'm seeing American products being sold. And that's not what they're seeing in other markets. It's very interesting to deliver market specific tech advertisement on a field. It looks like it's on the field, but it's actually not, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole end goal is to customize that message to each household, each individual, and sports having so many eyeballs is such a great way to do that. I watch a lot of American football, and you'll even see little logos and ads like right on the field at times. Um, so yeah, if there's eyeballs on it, they'll find new and interesting ways to monetize it.
Gotcha. All right, look ahead a year from now. What are some things you'd like to be celebrating personally and professionally?
Yeah, professionally, a year from now, I would love to have two or three more media buyers and account people. So we are scaling, we are hiring now, and there's some really good talent out there. So have new people onboarded and handling our clients' needs would be great. Um, personally, um, that is a really good question. Haven't have a few new destinations to travel to under my belt. So that would be great. Love seeing the world, love mountains, love beaches. So see some more mountains and beaches.
Excellent. Excellent. Please tell us what's your URL? Where can people find Gigawatt Media? And what social media outlets are you using these days as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We are gigawatt.media. So I love our .media URL. So gigawatt.media. And our primary social is LinkedIn. We post regularly, and that's where you can find us.
Excellent. Adam Parikh of Gigawatt Media, thank you for your time. All the best to you and yours. Continued success at Gigawatt Media. I am very curious to see what's next.
Appreciate the opportunity, Andrew. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Be well.